Hey, what's going on, everyone? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. And last October, I talked about Disney deciding it wanted to reboot Pirates of the Caribbean using Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick as the scribes to help carve out the new path of fortune for Pirates of the Caribbean. I don't mind that accent. I don't quite know what I'm doing with that one here. But and at the time, look, at the time, I was super excited for it. I was super excited. I love those guys as writers. I love what they create. I wanted to see where they were going to do this. Was a guy here named Sean Bailey, who is Disney's film production chief, was super excited, saying that it was going to be a much needed kick in the pants and that they were going to make pirates punk rock again. I don't quite know what that means. I'm assuming it has to do with the fact that everyone at Disney felt that the first movie back in 2003 was going to be an abject failure, not going to be spawning a 5-film franchise, who has sold innumerable amounts of merch and made the ride more popular than ever. But okay, fine. If you want to make pirates punk rock again, what are you going to do? Well, then the rumor came out, the rumor hit the mill that the Pirates of the Caribbean reboot would not, in fact, feature Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow. And I think that kind of leads us to where we are right now, which essentially is this. It's not happening anymore. Rhett Reese and Paul Wernick are off the project. Okay. They're off the project. They gone. There's no word on what's happening with the franchise now. Just that the guys who were brought in to pen the reboot, to make it punk again, to give it a much needed kick in the pants, who are heavily wanted in Hollywood, apparently have now exited the project. But we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if they're going to continue with it. We don't know if they're going to shelve it. We don't know if they're going to bring in new talent to continue working on it. But I think it's shelved. I think Pirates of the Caribbean is shelved for quite some time. Now, we're coming up on 16 years since the release of the first Pirates of the Caribbean. And I still have very vivid memories of going to a midnight screening of that movie and absolutely loving it to the point of where I saw it. And I'm not kidding you, 65 times in theaters. I worked at a drive-in theater. We had it running twice a night for 11 weeks. This was 2003. I just kept watching it on repeat. I still love the movie to this day. But the franchise kind of got a little as time went on. Dead Man, what is it? Dead Man's Chest, the sequel, solid. At World's End, I want anyone to watch that movie sober and tell me what the hell's going on half the time. Was it the At World's? What was the fourth one? On Stranger Tides was interesting. And then this last one, Dead Men Tell No Tales, was pretty good too, but it had its own problems. And a lot of people chalked up the problems to Johnny Depp, to Captain Jack Sparrow, to that being the issue. I'm like, I don't think so. There were script issues along the way, but they still made him fun. They still made him enjoyable. But you cannot have a Pirates of the Caribbean franchise without Johnny Depp. It just simply does not work. It simply cannot work. It simply is not a reality that people want to live in. My stepmother is a gigantic Johnny Depp fan, a huge fan of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise. We took her to go see the midnight show in 3D IMAX of the last movie, and she had a blast with it. And when I told her that they were rebooting it and they weren't going to include Johnny Depp, she's like, I don't need to watch it. I don't need to watch it. And I heard that from a lot of different people. I heard that from a grand amount of people online. My own personal life, as well as people I know online. People don't want to see this franchise without Johnny Depp. And if Paul Wernick and Rhett Reese came on in order to reboot this, revamp this without Johnny Depp, not going to work. Not going to work. It's just not going to fly. And I think that's kind of where Disney found themselves. Right now, yeah, you have to understand that Disney live action movies, with the exception of their live action remakes, they don't do so good. Even their overall profits were down last year because there was no Star Wars movie at Christmas. And even though Solo came out in May and it bombed, Mary Poppins on Christmas didn't do much better. So it still lowered the amount of money that they had earned. And that was something that they recognized. And I think they've realized now that they've got to start making these movies better. They're blazing through 3 live action remakes this year. And that's what they've got for their slate. And they're going to be doing other kind of non-essential movies for Disney Plus. Movies that they make on their home video market are going to go straight to Disney Plus. So I think they're revamping, they're reorganizing, they're realizing that Pirates of the Caribbean right now may not be the most viable franchise to reboot, considering that it's only been 2 years since the last movie came out, almost. So they probably opted to shelve the project for right now and to come back to it at a later date. And I hope that when they do come back to it, because they will, it's $1 billion franchise. There's no way they're going to leave it behind. I hope when they do come back, it probably won't be until 2023 for the 20th anniversary of Pirates of the Caribbean. That'd be my best bet. Give it a couple years, give it 4 years, come back on the 20th, bring back Captain Jack in an elderly, mentor type role, not make him the star of the movie, but make him definitely, one of like this main side characters to pass the torch. You have to have a passing of the torch situation. But you also fucking ended Pirates 5 by teasing Will's return, by bringing Will back from the dead, essentially, and then also returning, God, what's his name? Flying Dutchman. Davy Jones, having him come back. So you set up this whole next movie that you're just going to scrap. I think fans aren't happy about that either, to be honest with you. So we'll have to wait and see what Disney's going to do with this right now. We're going to have to wait and see how Disney is going to handle this, how they're going to make this a thing or not. I don't know. But I leave it to you, your thoughts, your opinions. Do you think this is going to be a good move, a bad move, or do you just not care? Let me know down in the comments below. If you guys made it this far, do me a favor, type Sparrow into the chat so I know you guys made it. Thumbs up the video while you're at it, and subscribe if you're new, and check out often for more movie commentary from me. My name, of course, is Matt Jarbo. This has been 3 Buck Theater. Have yourself a great day, guys, and peace out. Hey, thank you so much for watching the video. I greatly appreciate it. While you're here, feel free to check out that subscribe button. Help the channel out. Or you can watch any of the newest videos and make sure that you're caught up to date with what's going on in Hollywood and entertainment. So that way, when you're at work tomorrow, you can wow your friends with the information you learned from watching these videos. That's right. I said it. Subscribe.